Friends, we have with us today Parag Anand, who is the Director International Business Development at Daksh Tools. Parag, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Param, and thank you for having me here today.
It's a pleasure. Um, just for the benefit of my audience, could you tell more about your company and how did it all start? What has been the journey so far for you guys?
Sure. So our company is established in India. It was founded by Mr. M. Anand, who's my father, almost in the early 70s, around 45 years ago. So we have been in operation since then, and we are one of the leading suppliers of high-tech metal components, and we provide engineering consultancy to companies across the world. We export our products to countries in North America, Australia, South Africa, and a few customers here in the UK and Europe. And we essentially help companies in focusing on the core competence and adding value to their business by providing high quality yet cost effective engineering solutions to them from our manufacturing company in India.
Okay, so that's an interesting, way that the journey has been of almost uh, 45 plus years, and the journey has been from not just manufacturing and selling in India, but now selling to a global audience and global businesses. Um, at this point, I would want to ask you, a very pertinent question, which has been playing up on my mind. That in midst of the pandemic, you guys decided to expand and set up operations here in the UK. Tell me what attracted you to the UK and why the decision.
Yeah, that's an interesting question and a frequently asked question. That why at this time when everyone's doing the opposite. So Param, actually our plan was formed before the pandemic happened. Uh, However, the moment or at the time we were planning to make the entry here in the UK, the pandemic started last year, and it stalled our plans at that point in time, like for everyone else. However, during the pandemic, we didn't change our intentions to set up operations here. We were still confident about our plan and what we intended to do.
Okay.
But with the change that happened was not only the pandemic, but with the Brexit happening in the coming times. Well, we saw that as an opportunity because we felt that with the Brexit, the country or UK would be more open to doing business or working with other trading partners apart from, the regular country that they were doing business with in and around this region. So we saw that as an opportunity that that would put us on a level playing field and an opportunity to reach out to UK companies because with the borders closing with the rest of Europe, the business would happen usually as it would happen with any other country in the world. So we thought that would put us on a level playing field with other suppliers or other providers in the region. To your question, why UK? I mean, Brexit was something we saw as an opportunity, but before that, it is a strategic location for us. It is a interesting market for us where we would like to expand. Like I mentioned, we have customers across the world, but we have limited presence or revenue coming in from this region. And the idea was to grow or expand our operations in UK and Europe. And since we are exporters, I think UK is in the middle of the world. So it's very strategically located, say near India, and North America's on the right, and UK is here, and Europe's next door. So we are very near to a marketplace from a business development, from a client supporting perspective.
Yeah. So if I have to sum it up, it's a classic story of an Indian SME looking at going global and making UK its global headquarters, if I have to say so.
That's true. It's that's our aspiration. That's a goal. We are a SME from India, and this is one step towards moving towards a global, larger more efficient, bigger company. And that's what we aspire to do.
Yeah, you talked about aspirations. Where do you see the company heading, in near future, both long term and short term? And where do you see the growth coming from?
Uh, well, in the short term and short term to mid term, our goal, like I mentioned earlier, is to expand our market here in the UK. We want to be a leading supplier of high tech metal fabricated products here in the UK. Our target companies are again small and medium sized companies coming from sectors like automotive, LED lighting, electrical, telecommunication, livestock equipment, and the likes. And since we are into custom solutions, that gives us the flexibility to cater to diverse industries and not only limited to the ones that I mentioned right now. And with the starting of operations over here, so we are evolving as a company. So as a solution, we are not only going to offer our manufacturing solutions that we are currently in, but we are also going to uh, offer other outsourced products and activities. Since we thought that why not leverage our strong supply chain that we have in India and offer that to our customers, because we have often felt that companies struggle to procure or outsource certain specific components due to the distance, the language factor, trust, pricing. So I think that's something that we can do with our experience and our vendor partners that we have in India. And like I said, that these relationships have been formed since the last 45 years. So that's another element that we're going to introduce here in the new company that we formed in the UK. That not only manufacturing solutions, we're also going to offer other outsourcing solutions to various companies. And in the long term, we plan to be, like I said, not only a leading high-tech metal fabricated products supplier, but also offer different diverse products to not only SMEs here in the UK, but different kind of companies. They're outsourcing companies, they're big engineering companies, they're corporates. I mean, it's a huge market out there.
Absolutely. So it definitely is a huge market, and as you rightly said, that you perceived Brexit as an opportunity, and I'm sure in the short stint that you've been here, you would already have seen quite a bit of opportunity in the market, and I'm sure in years to come we would have more news coming from your end about how well you've been growing in this market. So thank you
Well, we
so
hope so
much.
too.
Thank you so much for joining me here today, and we would wish you all the very best for your endeavors here in the UK, as well as the global aspiration that you mentioned earlier.
Thank you, Param. Thank you so much for having me here today. Thank you.